about my love for textile.
Was iced over, shutters opened with a loud burst.
Can you see that one, guys? Hello and welcome to the concluding part of the 3-part series of making a large custom order. A bunch of packages just got packed and dispatched. Honestly, I am still recovering from it all. This last leg in particular was a riot. So my recommendation is for you not to miss a single minute of this video. Watch it right up to the end. So these throws have been finished at the tailors and they have come back. And the next step is for me to attach the trims to the edges, which is a typical feature of this product. So on a Sunday afternoon, I'm sitting down at home to get this bit done. I usually take 6 to 8 hours to finish each throw. Come, let me take you through some part of this process. I've shared the process of making these scrap triangular trims. Link that video right on top somewhere here. So you can revisit that and see the process of finishing these products. As I sit down to finish this throw, I thought this would be a nice time for me to speak to you about my love for textile, which really actually goes back years. I grew up, like most of us who grew up in Indian household, surrounded by textiles of all kinds, from the length and the breadth of the country. All our grandmothers and mothers have collected. So there is this natural affinity for textiles that really needs no introduction. And whenever I would travel any place, whether it was a location in India or in the region, particularly Southeast Asia, I would always end up spending some time doing a textile tour, maybe visit a local museum, see if I can find weavers in action in their domestic settings, like the Hmong tribe in Vietnam or this weaver here in Bhutan. But it is these real everyday stories that I find so endearing about the trunks and trunks of fabrics that my grandmother came back from Burma, where my grandfather was serving as a doctor in the Indian Army. And I've been lucky to inherit some of these pieces which I use around my house. Try to conserve them and take care of them to the best of my ability. So this piece is well on its way. I'm going to spend the afternoon finishing this and then walk you through the finishing of the other piece, which is also part of this order. So this is day 2 of finishing the runners. I am in my workspace now, all set to start work on runner number 2. This is what the piece looks like back from the tailor, and we are going to attach a series of trims exactly like we did on the piece yesterday. Since we finished the other piece with triangular trims, I'm trying to do something different on this one.
Repeatedly dreaming after a night of love that I was plunged.
I'm using these colorful square beads for the runner. As I work, I'm listening to My Name is Red by Orhan Pamuk.
Take up Uncle Hassan's ruby-handled sword that Shekura had touched, and the large pillow upon which she'd reclined, who knows how many times. He recounted to me that the Sultan won. The horse whinnied again. It wasn't our grandfather's horse, but just as I was thinking such thoughts, the windows iced over shutters opened with a loud burst, as if they'd exploded. And after 12 years, I saw my beloved's stunning face amongst snowy branches, framed by the window whose icy trim shone brightly in the sunlight. Was my dark-eyed beloved looking at me?
The work on the throw is done, and now we will move on to finishing the cushion. This is an heirloom cushion, which you saw me patch in part 2, and it is also similar to one that you have seen me finish in an earlier video. I'm going to take apart this necklace I had made a while back so we can reuse this Kashmiri Afghan silver pendant. As for the necklace, I'll just replace the pendant and keep wearing it.
If you can assess from the chaos right behind me, the pieces are finally done. And now I have to style them and document them. This is always very challenging. I have to work with whatever light is available, whatever resources I have at hand. And for this particular order, there is this really large tablecloth, which I really have no idea how I'm able to organize and shoot in a way that is creative and attractive and shows the product in the best light also. I guess we will have to get down to doing it and see what solutions we come by. So these products I have ironed and kept ready, and with my camera slung on my shoulder, I'm heading down into the house to see where I can creatively lay them out and finish shooting these.
When shooting these products, I have to ensure that the shots don't get repetitive. So I try and avoid what I have done for the previous shoot. Simultaneously, I have to figure out a spot where I get enough light. So I'm setting up this particular runner here on this planter's chair right in my foyer area.
So I now am in the living area ready to style the second runner.
For this one, I'm using a few brass lamps and muted tones to balance the strong colors and also the Kathakali motifs on the throw. I want the setup to feel dramatic but not cluttered.
So that was a wrap, guys. Now we are on to photographing the most challenging piece for today. Can you see that one, guys? It's coming down as we speak. Luckily for me, I have competent help holding that piece up. This is the patchwork throw that we have been making.
We are trying everything, lowering it from upstairs, repositioning it, shifting it from one side to the other, hoping something works.
ये क्या कर रही है?
अरे
ये हो क्या रहे हो तुम लोग? So we are trying to shoot this, and you can hear from the laughter behind how much fun this is causing in the household. हाँ चलो, इसका मुझे इस पूरे मजे का मुझे BTS लेना चाहिए था.
That drop was a complete mistake, guys, but that sparked an idea. Turns out that mistake is what was required. Sometimes accidents become the way forward. You plan what you can, but the rest you improvise. And although last but definitely not the least, the Banjara lumbar cushion. And if you are still not convinced that the day today was complete mayhem, just look at what I have done to my work area, guys. I need a minute to relax because the day is still not done. I need to clean up all of this and then pack up all the finished products so I can have them ready for dispatch. So that's how I wrap up a large custom order. From sketch to swatch, from paint to patch, and now from shoot to pack. This 3-part series has taken me about 10 to 12 days to complete, working on the order and filming side by side. If you have enjoyed watching it, please do like the video, share it and subscribe to the channel. Your encouragement really does help me keep going on YouTube.